All right, so carrying on with the next turn. To start out, I'm going to, I'm on this trade space on planet K, and I'm going to trade the hollow for a Terra cube. Because I'm planning to head up to Azure here to grab that exploration token, and while I'm there, I can sell the Terra cube for credit, for 1,000 credits, and also pick up another 1,000 from the demand board. So I think what I'm going to do, I've got the scoundrel here, but I'm going to move on to this path, hopefully get past the scoundrel, head up, go into Azure, do that stuff, then come back out, jump onto the gate, and then transport myself all the way to the other side of the known universe. And do stuff over here, far from the scoundrel's 2d12 blasters that would just destroy me. So I've got my engine, I've got double engines. I am set to go. So let's go ahead and activate. May as well use our big engines. So just as a note here, the GTS +2 is only adjacent to, oh, I guess I could have done it like this. No, I'm happy with that because I think I may want to be using these for relics later on to kind of bring the victory home. So anyway, but the GTS is only adjacent to my Halo engine, so I only can use it for that, but that's the bigger engine anyway, so I'm going to be predominantly moving with that. So 3 + 2, so I have 5 movement. And let's go 1, 2, 3. So we're down to 2 move, and we're on the forced movement path, so we have to roll. We roll a 3. Great, sends us in the direction we want to go. Now we carry on with our last 2 engine movement. Should have refreshed my impulse. And let's activate engines again. So roll our D. Oh no! We rolled a 1. So it's worth 3 because of our GTS. So that's not nothing. But let's go 1, 2, 3. So we have 2 engines left and our impulse, and we definitely want to end on the gate at the minimum. So let's go ahead and activate our Halo engines one last time. Let's get a nice big roll. 8. Well, might be too big. So we have 8 movement. The reason I say too big is because, well, we're going to waste some, I think. But go 1, 2, 3. Grab this token. Okay, that's another captain in need. I think we're going to do that. So let's log. We've got 5 movement left. We haven't seen, the current captain need I had was for the Ruins of Drelmoth. We haven't seen that, so let's try our luck at the next one. So again, we ignore everything but the deliver to. So Neo Damascus. Okay. That's good. That's kind of back on this side of the galaxy, so that might be a way for us to get our one of our final victory points. Okay, so we have 5 left. The reason I say it's too much is because I do want to sell my cube. So I'll move 2 more, and I can't, selling is not a minor action, so I have to do it. I have to end and forsake the rest of my movement to do that. So I will. I'll stop. I'll sell 1 Terra cube for 1,000 credits. And that, according to Azure, that produces 1 hollow. And since I produced a good that was in demand, I get another 1,000 credits. All right, and let's take our last use our last armed marker and arm our meager Halo or M22 engines. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to get to the gate. I've got my impulse of 3, so if I roll a 1, I'm screwed. Anything other than a 1, I'm okay. Okay, we've got a 4. That's good. That'll 1, 2, 3, 4. Excellent. And then we will use our impulse power to take us the rest of the way. So we'll do 1, and then you use a movement to use the gate. So we'll 2, so we have 1 movement left. We do get a fame point for using the gates, so we have 1 movement left. And what do we want to do with that 1 movement? I don't think it particularly matters. Let's head this way. We'll head on to this mission icon. We're not going to draw any missions because I'm happy with the mission we have. So that's our turn. We skip a business phase. So now we move on to status phase. No freeze, claim our fame. So I already took the 1 fame for the gates. We can turn in these 2 exploration tokens for 1 fame. And I'll actually put both of them up here to mark, because we got 1 fame for the gates. So now we're at 6. We've gained 6 fame from either exploration tokens or gates. So we are in good shape. We're in good shape. We just need 1 more to satisfy the goal for this scenario. And we have 5 more fame before we win the game. So we're kind of at a place where we can just kind of close out. We need to get 2 more exploration tokens and then run for the exit. Okay, status phase, anything else? We've drawn the titles. So we need to flip these over. Okay, so the title is Insurgent. Okay, so destroy the Enforcer. We will not be doing that. We don't have any weapons. And the event is variable star. Near is in an unstable phase. If near is in play, at the end of each round, solar flare. Any player's ships up to 1 sector away from near take, oh my gosh, a D8 ice damage. It's blockable. Ships inside the kiln take no damage. Then place 1 damage on this card. There are 3 damage on this card. Uh-oh. Well, we are 1 sector away from the kiln, from near. So we are going to be taking some ice damage. That's not great. And that's going to happen for 3 rounds, and then it ends. Okay. Well, we can jump into loathe if we have to. So at the end of the round, any player ships, I'm going to assume that, I don't know if that applies to the NPCs. I'm not sure that it's going to matter. Anyway, at the end of after I do the NPC turns, I will do that for myself. So now we can rearm our markers. Let's do all 4. That costs us 4 energy. And we are ready. So system expanse. I think I might like to do some exploration around here. Running out of real estate. I do want to keep myself, I want to use my title with blind jumping. So I think maybe let's put, it has to be, oh, well, no, it has to go here. There's 3, so what am I saying? So it has to be here, and we'll match that symbol. There's the ruins of Drelmoth. Dead world, all right, well, that's 4 more relics here. And an exploration token. All right. Great. And now we head into the NPC turns. So first up, the merchant moves 15 spaces from Lunari to Doravin 5. Okay. Well, these debris fields and asteroid fields are going to come in handy. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Did not make it. Fantastic. Next up, the scoundrel. So he's going to move 9 towards me and then move 9 again because he's not in range. So I'm going to assume, since he can't get around the sun this way, this looks like a longer route than this way. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so he's going to come around this way. Go 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 18. That's where he ends up. Well, I don't have as much time as maybe I thought I would have had. Boy, these side B NPCs, the kind of hard mode side, they're no joke. No joke at all. And the Enforcer does nothing because he's holding out for big fish and he's never going to find any. Sorry, Enforcer. I'm going to not do anything dumb and get you on me, but that reminds me, I do have a bounty on me since I entered the outlaw planet of Key. Okay, so that is it. Now we're going to roll for NPC Fame. They are behind by 3, so that's plus 6. And they roll an 18. Uh-oh, it's going to be a big gain. So 18 plus 6 is 24, which is 3. Wow, they just made up all that ground. It's one of the most unpredictable parts of this game. And I have mixed feelings about this, to be honest with you. Mixed feelings about that. Because, you know, in this game, the merchant has a long... It's a really powerful catch-up mechanic, and I don't know exactly what it did to earn it, because the Enforcer's not doing anything. Merchant has these long routes. Anyway, and I'm intentionally trying to avoid the scoundrel, so it seems like I should be maintaining my advantage, but then it just... Anyway, I'll stop complaining. And so I need to roll for the variable star event. So any ship up to 1 sector away, that's where I am. 1d8 ice damage, 2. Okay, I take 2 ice damage. So I've already, my freeze phase has already happened. So I'm not going to freeze again this turn. So right now I'm just debating what I want to do next turn. Because I pretty much guaranteed that I will be able to get satisfy the goal and get 7x fame from exploration tokens or gates. I just need one more. So I still need to find 5 fame points somewhere. I did have this thought that I would come here to this dead world, grab a relic, and then head right over to the kiln and sift it. And that's worth 1 fame point. 5,000 credits, so I could buy a fame point. If I complete this mission, that's 1. I get 1,000 credits. That's 2. So I trade that. That's 2. Then if I do the relic, that's 3. Another exploration, that's 4. So I'll need 1 more. So the benefit of maybe trying to sift a relic is, if I want to do that, I can't put the ice damage here. I have to knock out my GTS, because that will leave this space available for the relic. So the benefit of doing that and ending my turn on the kiln is I avoid the next damage, the next round of this variable star event, because I'm on the kiln. And I get a fame point out of it. The downside is that I lose the GTS. I potentially, so I'm limping along a little bit. I could blind jump here, get 5 movement that way, see if there's a easy exploration, come here, try my luck with excavation. I could end up with a ton of ice damage and basically be screwed, though, if I roll badly. I don't have any shields. I don't have any way to guard against that. So that might be too risky. All I get out of that is 1 fame point. There might be better ways to get fame. You know, I'm geared to move and explore. So maybe I just double down on that and I just keep moving and exploring and I just get 1 sector away from near. And try to make my way over to Neo Damascus. So maybe I come around this way. I drop into Loath, get that, then skirt up around, trying to stay clear of the scoundrel. So maybe that's what I do. I end my turn. Well, if I end, interesting. So on a planet you melt ice damage, but the melting happens before the end of the round. So at the end of the round I would take more, but I'm already on the planet. That seems... I'm going to play that Loath is a safe space, because it doesn't make sense. In a place where ice damage is removed, doesn't make sense that you would take more ice damage, because I'm on the planet until I'm off it. So I'm going to play that Loath is a safe space from this event. So I think my plan this turn is I'm going to ignore these ruins. I'm going to do some exploration here and end on Loath. I'm going to be safe from the scoundrel. And then I'm going to head over to Neo Damascus next turn. So hopefully pick up as many exploration tokens as I can this turn. If I can get 2, 3, I'll be happy. So, okay, so that means let's put the ice damage there and head out here. So, go ahead and activate our Halo engine. 5 plus 2 is 7. And let's go 1, 2, and we'll jump here. It's 3, so we're down to 4 movement. Here's the Tigris Gate. Interesting. Okay, well this is the damaged gate, and I just wonder... Yeah, I think it's different. I think Tigris Gate is its own situation. So, so the deal with the Tigris Gate is you basically roll, and it's you end up on a random spawn point. So it's tricky. We'll see if that seems to make sense. So we went to that space, not there, not there. So let's orient it this way. So we are here with 4 movement left, and I'm going to use my Reckless, so I've got 5 additional movement. Do I use the Tigris Gate or not? It's the beginning of my turn, and so I've got a lot of movement. So if I land somewhere I don't like, I can, close to the scoundrel, I can move away. I also, if I end up on the other side of the galaxy, there are the gates over there, so I could just come back. And it is a fame point, which I need. So I think we're going to do it. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we've used up our engine movement. We still have our 5 movement for Reckless. And I'm going to do this. So we'll spend 1 of those 5 to use the gate. So now we're back to 4. And we roll 1 to 20. 1. Okay. So we're looking for spawn point 1. Well, that's up at Neo Damascus. It's sort of convenient. We kind of wanted to end up there anyway. Okay, well that gets us a fame point. I'm going to mark it just so I don't forget. So we've got 4 movement left. Well, we're definitely going to come in here to Neo Damascus and drop this mission. So 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so we complete the Captain in Need mission. That gets us 1,000 credits and a fame point. So we'll draw a title at the end of the turn. All right. Well, that was a productive and unexpected turn there with the Tigris Gate. I guess when you turn over a lot of tiles, useful stuff comes up, I guess, is the lesson there. So with the rest of my turn, I wonder if I could make it to Loathe. Well, I guess using the gate does give me my 7th XP. So I've satisfied the goal of the mission, and now I just need to win. Okay, well, I'm going to draw missions. I'm on the mission spot. So before I move off it, let's see what I get. Assassin, arms dealer, nope, assist. Okay, player to my left, that's the enforcer. Well, that seems reasonable. Let's take that, and we can put, why not, put 3,000 credits on it. So we got to get adjacent to the enforcer to complete that mission. He's right next to the scoundrel. I'd rather not get killed by the scoundrel, but what to do? I can't enter Templar because I'm an outlaw. I could go through the planetary shields, but I don't see much reason to do that. So I think my plan should still be to... Loathe is very far away because of the way the entrance is. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 22. 22 movement. If I bust through the planetary shields, I can save a little bit of that. All right, so instead of trying to get all the way over to low this turn, given my kind of state of my movement, I am instead going to come down here, maybe grab this exploration token, but mainly to cash in my mission, assist mission with the Enforcer. And then depending on how I roll for my engines, I might be able to come and hide over here by these gates. Maybe even go through this ice asteroid field and try to avoid the scoundrel that way. I will take some more ice damage, so it is risky. I could die if the scoundrel attacks me, but at this point I'm actually not too concerned about dying. I'll just respawn somewhere and carry on. But I don't want to. I want to get the points for this mission, and I don't want to die before cashing in this mission. Just because I'm kind of set up really well to do that right now with the Enforcer right there. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take my 5 movement and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we'll do our last activation of the Halo engine. Big roll, big roll. 4. Okay, 4 plus 2, so 6 movement. Completing a mission is not a minor action, so I will need to end my roll adjacent to the Enforcer. So with 6, if I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, that'll work. I can end on the other side, and I can grab this token out of the vortex. So let's maybe we should rethink that, because if I lose all my energy, or pretty much any energy at this point, I'm not going to be able to rearm my markers, and I'm going to be kind of dead in the water. However, if I end here, I still have 1 engine and my impulse, so I think my goal should be to make it onto near. That way I can avoid getting more ice damage from the star. So impulse is 3. I'm probably going to have to go through this ice asteroid. So 1, 2, 3, and then I need to roll 4. Well, let's go ahead and do it. I think, like I said, death is not the worst thing that could happen to me at this point. So 1, 2. So we enter the nebula, so we have to roll. 1 to 10, we lose that much energy. 11 to 20, we are okay. 8. All right, well, we lose all our energy. We do grab, we have another Captain in Need mission. We're not going to take that because we only have 1 active mission slot. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we can cash in our assist. So for the assist mission, the target gets a choice, but according to the rules for mission and powers, the NPCs will always heal. The Enforcer doesn't have any damage, so that's not even an issue. So we get a fame point, so we will draw this event at the end of the round. Now we're rolling in it, so we've got 8,000 credits. We are in good position here to win this game. I can pay I can buy one fame point with 5,000, and then I just need one more. So if I grab another exploration token, that'll do it. All right, well, let's arm use our last arm marker, and we're going to roll on the M22 engines. Big roll. 3. Well, that's not going to do it. We are not going to make it to near this turn, but that's okay. Because we're going to go 1, 2. So we're going to move on to that ice asteroid. And roll. So 1 to 10, we take that much ice damage. 11 to 20, no damage. 2. Well, that's all right. We can survive that. So we take 2 ice damage. Let's put them up there. So we're going to knock out our GTS. Actually, no. We'll put it here. Yeah, we'll put it there. And we collect this token. Oh, 5 movement. All right, guys. I think we that sealed the deal. Okay, so we had 3 movement. Make sure I'm doing this right. 1, 2. So we have 1 movement left. 1. But now we have 5, so 1, can we make it all the way to loathe? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then impulse, no. But we can make it onto near. So let's go 1, 2, so 1, and that's the end of our engine movement. And now we've got 5, and we can move on to near. And when you dock with near, you roll for its movement. 6. So it moves 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We are on the kiln card. Here, I'll move it up. So we had 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have 1 more movement. Not that it matters. I think we'll just stay there. And that ends our turn. So we do get a business phase, so we can recharge our energy. We melt all this ice damage. Buy and sell outfits, not going to do that. Rearrange, hold, buy new ship, buy 1 fame point. So we will do that for 5,000. And that'll do it, folks. So now we're into status phase. There's no freeze, but we can claim our fame for these 2 exploration tokens, and that gets us to victory. We win the game, and we completed the goal for Expert Explorer. So this reward we can have this for every game in the remainder of the campaign. So once per game, as a minor action, you may reveal all exploration tokens currently on the board, leave them face up. You may collect them normally. Any new tokens are placed face down as normal. So that's not a spectacular action. I mean, it could be. It's useful. It's definitely useful. It's not like game changing. Mainly, I picked this one because I thought it would be kind of easy to accomplish early on without a lot of upgrades. Some of these goals are quite difficult, and so I thought, well, I'll accomplish this one. I'll get a ship upgrade, and then I'll head into the more difficult goals further on. And I was able to do that. So I'm going to take a moment here and I'm going to look through these upgrade options and kind of think through what I want to do and come back and let you know what I chose to do. All right, so we win the game, and it was quite a game. I mean, it kind of, there was no real tension actually in this game. The NPCs were well behind. I think the big, we kind of got lucky with the big game hunter enforcer. He just didn't do anything all game. I was able to pick up a couple assist missions, which were really handy with giving me some credits and a couple fame points. And I think the ship ability, obviously Quantum Ripple was the big decider in this game in terms of helping me overcome and win. The ability to blind jump was just crucial to exploring as much as I did, finding the gates, finding the exploration tokens, and winning. Picking up that second engine was great, helped me further outrun this scoundrel. I never had to face battle. The merchant was really the only NPC that was really doing much, and as I explored and expanded the trade route, it kind of, well, it slowed him down once anyway. So, well played game. We kind of got lucky a little bit with the events. None of them were all that critical to us, and they would have been devastating if we'd been going for other goals. So I'm going to take a look at the campaign upgrade options here, and also kind of compare that against all the goals here, and to see just kind of what I want to build, what I want to upgrade now, and how I want to build towards some of these more difficult goals. So I'll do that and I'll come back and let you know the choices I made. All right, so I think I've made my choice here. I am going to upgrade, take this third upgrade tier here, the tree, I mean, and I'm going to do +3 impulse. I'm looking for something at this point that is just kind of broadly applicable, useful in most scenarios, and I think impulse is that. And this is roughly equivalent to the top upgrade here, the +1 to each engine use, assuming you have the lowest tier engine. +1 to each use is 3 per turn if you use it, you know, all your actions on engines, and this is 3 as well. But this is consolidated into the impulse, and so I never have to use an action marker for that. So even if I'm taking one of these more, you know, combat-oriented goals, I'm still going to be able to use that. And then what's better is that further in here, I think these are really powerful abilities here. The ability to heal a damage or gain an energy once per turn, and then at the end, the final level is to do that twice a turn. So, you know, I could continue along this tier and I'm getting +3 impulse every turn, and I can recoup 2 energy. So it's almost eliminating the need to be tethered to planets to keep the energy up. And also, you know, as a side effect, you can heal some damage too. So energy you always need, impulse you always use, and sometimes damage. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to upgrade my impulse. And then, you know, it's worth, if you're going to do this, it's worth really spending some time looking through these goal cards and and think through which ones are more valuable based on their the reward you would get, which ones are very situational. So depending on what your opening layout is and what your initial title is, that's going to really affect, like Titled Master, for example. It's a 15-point game, but you need to earn at least 5 from titles. So if you draw, like, you would need to draw a pretty decently valued one of the 2 or 3 titles that you could really build a strategy around, go for that. And then, like you saw in this game, a lot of these, you have to be very adaptable to get that title, to get this goal. So anyway, I'm not going to go through all of them, but at this point, I'm willing to, in my next game, I'm just going to deal it, set up, get the initial layout, and see if anything jumps out to me as something definitely to go for. So thanks for joining for my playthrough of the first playthrough in the Xia campaign. I hope you enjoyed, and until next time, happy gaming.